Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The recall elections are over, but did anyone really win? Two Democratic state senators, Jim Hultgren and Bob Wirtsch, were able to hang on to their seats last night. And even though last week the Democrats were able to pick up 2 seats, it's the Republicans, when we take a look at the balance of power, who still have a 1-vote advantage, 17-16. Both sides are now claiming victory. However, they're also calling for more cooperation at the state capitol. Fox 11's Becky DeVries has more as You Decide 2011.
To raise taxes on middle-class families.
As voters get a break from political ads and flyers, members of both political parties are sizing up the results of this year's recall elections and looking forward.
Well, I think in the key races where the money was spent, where the attention was, where the focus was, Republicans won the majority of those seats. And I think that was important because last November, voters told us very clearly that they wanted to focus on 2 things, jobs and focus on fixing our budget.
The divisive budget is what brought thousands of protesters to the Capitol and 9 recall elections to Wisconsin voters.
In the beginning shadow of these historic recall elections, we find the Democratic Party has the momentum. We've won the most victories, an obvious majority of the 5 of 9 contests, and we feel really good about where we are moving forward into 2012.
Both Democrats and Republicans agree they need to work together and create jobs.
I think people have had it with the recalls, they've had it with the protests. They just want Wisconsin to get working again. And so we're going to reach across party lines and try and get as many Democrat and Republicans together to focus on the #1 issue, which is jobs.
Walker says during the recall elections, state officials faced a lot of pressure to not work with other political parties. He says now that pressure is gone.
17-16. Can allow, I think, some of the Republicans to be more moderate.
Democratic State Senator Dave Hansen won his recall election a few weeks ago. He says now moderate Republicans may play a key role.
I think going into my 11th year, we had seen a lot of that, Republicans and Democrats working together. But as time went forward, since January, that hadn't happened. So our goal's got to be to work together, find a way to create some jobs, protect public education and our seniors.
Now, the next recall election we may see could be against Governor Walker. We asked him about that today. He says he fully expects a recall attempt. He says whenever he faces his next election, he will be judged on the creation of private sector jobs. Michelle?